Bismillah wa salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Welcome again to our lesson. Now, grammar in context, flying high 6, page 64 and 65. We're still on Macmillan, flying high 6. Okay? So, before we start, we're going to revise what we've taken before about the vocabulary and listening. So, vocabulary. So, under the weather, it means not very well. Dropping like flies, falling in large numbers. Keep in shape means keep fit or in good physical health condition. Alright as rain, very healthy. Black out means lose consciousness. Consciousness means الوعي. Be back on your feet. Okay, become good after being ill or become recover after an illness. On your last leg means very weak or about to die. As fit as a flea, it means that he's good, he's not in excellent physical condition. His health is very good. So also before we start, we have to revise the grammar because this is a second part of the grammar. So we took three types of if clauses, the conditional sentences. We took the zero condition. We use it in facts only. We use the present, present. Okay, we say if water rains, if water reaches 100 degrees, it boils. So reaches, boils, present. Now the first condition might happen in the future. You think it's going to happen in the future. It might happen in the future. So we say, if it rains, the present, I will go. Will plus the infinitive. Okay, now this one should be the second infinitive. Okay, the second condition won't happen in the future. It's not going to happen. It's improbable. احتماليتها ضعيفة جدا. So, if I won the lottery, I would buy a big house. If I won the lottery. Now, this one, if you look at the verb here, it's in the past. And this one is would plus the infinitive. Infinitive means masdar. Would play, would go, would read. Okay? Now, this is the things that we're going to take today. Grammar guide, and also exercises on it. And then grammar guide again. Mixed conditions. And this one is the third condition. And also exercise on it. We're going to take some exercises. Grammar guide. Third condition. If she had studied, she would have passed the exam. If she had studied. Now we used the situation that didn't happen, something that didn't happen. And to imagine the result of this situation. Something that in the past, it didn't happen, and we're just imagining, نتخيل what is going to happen in the future. Okay, if it happened. So that's why we use the third condition. So in this one we use the past perfect, had studied, had played, had gone. Okay. Now I also use would, have, past. We say would and plus have and past participle. If I studied today, I'll play with you. Now in this one, if I study today, I'll play with, it's not, this one is no. I'm sorry, this one is not. Now look at this one. I'd lived closer to the sea. If I'd lived closer to the sea, I would have begun. So look at these sentences and answer the questions. These are the sentences, these two. And one, how do you make third condition sentences? How do you make third condition sentences from this? Do we use the third condition for imaginary situation in the present or the future? Is that correct? So this is how we make third condition. We use if plus past participle. Past perfect. If plus past perfect And then the other half, would plus have plus past participle, PP, okay? And the second one, we use the third condition for imaginative situation in the past. We're going to imagine something that happened in the past. What will happen? Now we finished with the first one. We're going to take some examples. Complete the sentences about these past situations using the third condition. We're going to complete it using the third condition. Now, if dash or hyphen I hyphen know how to play tennis, probably I not enjoy myself last week. So if I had known how to play tennis, say had known how to play tennis, probably I would or I wouldn't have enjoyed myself last week. Okay, because he knows how to play tennis. So he hyphen not catch cold if he not go running in the rain. So he's now sick. So we're imagining something that happened in the past if he didn't do it. So he wouldn't have caught a cold if he hadn't gone running in the rain. The stadium be full if the match be important. So the stadium would have been full if the match had been important. The match is not important, that's why it's not full. But if it was full in the past, it would have been full. Okay. He win the race if he not twisted his ankle. So he would have won the race if he hadn't twisted his ankle. Now in this one, if we had drunk water before the race, we wouldn't have been so thirsty. Okay, the past of drink is drunk. Okay, so if in this one we say if the sun had shone, we would have swum in the sea. I'm sorry, if the sun has shone. If he had needed extra vitamins, he would have taken them. If he had needed extra vitamins, he would have taken them, okay? Now, my dad wouldn't have kept fit if he hadn't enjoyed doing sports. Now we finished with the two. Now grammar guide mixed. Now with the mixed conditions, now we use the mixed conditions are mixed of the second and third condition. We use the second and third. Only the second and third condition. They can describe an imaginary present situation and its past consequences. Something that happened, we imagine something that happened in the past and its past conditions. وحالتها الماضية. If I liked that scientist, I would have gone to his talk, but I don't like him. In the past, something happened in the past and finished. So, now the word liked, past simple, and would have gone, would plus past plus have plus PP means past participle. تصريف الثالث. Or you can use the mixed condition. We have two types of mixed condition. Or they can describe an imaginary past situation and its present condition. Something imaginative and its present. Okay? If I had passed my driving test, I would drive to university. So had past, past perfect. That's the past, simple past. This one is the past perfect. And this one is would plus the infinitive, would drive. Okay? Look at these sentences and answer the questions. These sentences, these two, and these are the questions. So, are mixed conditions a mix of the first and second condition or second and third condition? What do you think? We told that it's second and third condition only. And this one, which sentences describe an imagery past situation and its present condition? Which one do you think? Use had sentence, it's A. And which sentence describe an imagery present present situation and its past consequences? It's B. Now we're finished with the exercises. Now we're going to match, choose the correct to complete the sentence. Now you can choose more than one. You can choose more than one. Also, we're going to explain why we choose these. So we chose, for this one, I would have gone to the book club if we use B and C. I liked books, or say I had liked the book. Okay? So imaginative past situation based on the present feeling, or for the second one, an imaginary situation in the past. That's why we chose A for this, for B for this one, for this reason, and if you choose C for this reason. She would be ill now if she didn't take the medicine, or you can say she hadn't taken the medicine. If you choose B, imaginative hypothetical means اعتقاده, okay, situation, افتراضية, فرضية, in the present or the future, in the present or the future. If you choose C, you choose it because imaginative past situation with the present conditions, consequences, with the present consequences, something that happened in the present. B, C also, we say, if I'd practiced 10 hours a day, I would be a great tennis player, or you can say, I would have been a great tennis player. So in both situations, this is the first one, this is the first reason, and this is the second reason. Imagine a situation in the past. Also B and C, if pencil didn't exist, pencil sharp, okay, so many people would die, okay? And this one, many people would have died. This is the imaginative hypothetical situation in the present or future. And for the C, imaginative present situation with past consequences. And the last one is, I wouldn't be happy if you lied to me, you had lied to me. Both of them are correct, but if you choose B, it will be for this reason. Imaginative hypothetical situation in the present or the future. And if you choose C, it will be imaginative past situation with present consequences. Now look at these situations and complete the sentences using mixed conditions. 1. Which one do you think? If Zahir didn't love fencing, what do you think? He wouldn't have joined a club. If Alice hadn't spent lots of time studying, she wouldn't be a doctor now. If she hadn't spent years writing it, her new book wouldn't be great. If they knew where the key was, they would have opened the door. If they could speak English, they would have spoken to the famous scientist. If I had known you were coming, I would have got something for you to eat. Muhammad wouldn't have got a new mobile phone if he hadn't lost his old one. If I had remembered to do my homework yesterday, I wouldn't be doing it now. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed our lesson. وهذا وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد.